Rich, a few weeks on from that Sheffield derby win, what's it been like in camp since then?
Yeah, we've given a little bit of time off over the weekend, trained up to the weekend, and then let the bodies rest, recharge, get ready for this Toulouse trip.
When you look back at that fixture, obviously that second half were a bit touch and go at times, but that first half especially showed our credentials in this competition, didn't it?
Yeah, we like I say, we reviewed the game after and we spoke about again coming up against a team like Toulouse to put in a second half performance in like that. It'd just give them the opportunity to get back in the game, and we can't really afford that. We can't make them errors out of yardage. We still need to tidy up last tackle plays. I think they can be better the way we're ending our sets, a little bit more high note and finishing on our terms. And if we get that right, we've got a real good opportunity down in Toulouse.
We've obviously had the bye week since then. Obviously everyone's got to put up with it at some point, but after coming off a back-to-back wins, it kind of frustrating to have that week then.
We had a few boys carrying, so it's like I say, it's got to give us the opportunity to rest them, give them the opportunity to be at a better percent for the games. But look, yeah, it's always nice to continue after a win, but like I say, it's that halfway point. We get to have a little rest and now kick on for the rest of the season.
Kicking on then, Toulouse away this weekend. What are you expecting from that challenge?
Yeah, look, they'll be looking for a response after the Widnes defeat. It's going to be warm, but we've spoke about all this, the travel, all the things that we need to overcome that can be an excuse. Making sure they're out the way and in the everyone and at the front of everybody's mind. So we get the preparation right. I think that's the big key for going over there, making sure again you don't because you have food and things put on for you, and you can have that tendency to overeat, and and everyone loves them ham and cheese baguettes, making sure they don't load up on them, and they're good for the game and the prep's right. So we've spoke about all that, and we're in good form. We're going over there confident and looking forward to it.
Obviously in good form. They're coming off the back of a defeat at Widnes last weekend, but especially at home, they're as much of a threat as anyone in this competition, aren't they?
Yeah, certainly. They had their spine missing again. I think when they played us, it was a similar situation. So we know the qualities that they can have when they're full strength. We'll have to see if the spine are back for us. We'll wait till their 21-man squad. Even then, it'll be more or less up to kick off whether their spine is back or not. And because they're a different team when they are, Shorrock's missed out against us, and they missed out against the Widnes performance, and you can see the difference when he plays and when he doesn't. So we're expecting a whole different, team performance from them.
Obviously earlier on in the season when we played them at home, it's been probably one of the highlights of our campaign so far. A night like that would be a lovely repeat, wouldn't it, this weekend?
Yeah, certainly. I don't know the last time the club's probably done the double over a French team, so it'd be again one of them a little ticks in the box if we can go over there and get it. And like I say, we are confident. We're playing well. We're defending well. We've just got, like I say, a couple of areas that we need to tidy up in last tackle plays. Just some comms online D, and we'll be good for the win if we get it all right.
You mentioned there about not knowing the kind of last time we did the double over a French team. It's not just the fact that it's a French team; they're absolutely flying in this division, aren't they?
Look, they're going to always. It was always going to be in the top three. They've had a couple of slip-ups, but apart from that, they've had solid. The full-time outfit. They're athletic. They're powerful. If we allow the ruck speeds to be quick, it's going to be a long night for us. So again, an area where we're going to have to be at our best and making sure we get it right.
When you go back about 12 months, that trip to Toulouse last season was probably an afternoon to forget. The club's a completely different place now, isn't it, compared to then?
Yeah, we was missing some boys in that performance and in that game, and we got what we deserved. We didn't control the ruck. We allowed them to be on the front foot, and if you allow a quality team like that that's full time and with the athletes that they have, you're gonna get a scoreline put on you like that. So hopefully, like I say, we're in a better place. I believe that we are. We're going with a strong squad, and yeah, just looking forward to it.
I mentioned it before about those away games. This one will be the third one. It's that middle point of that 5-game run. It's been so far so good, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, we as a club and as coaching staff and as a team, we knew it was coming, and we've sort of like put things in place for it. Like I say, we're 2 from 2, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it 3 from 3.
Finally, it's without doubt the longest journey we'll have this season. See on social media, there's a good core of Dons fans going out there. It's brilliant that they'll be joining us there as well. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, last time we went out there was all, you know, interacting with the players, you know, ours and the Toulouse, and you know, having a good sing along and making themselves known and heard. Look, it's fantastic. It's a great weekend for them. Hopefully, we can make it a little bit more special in getting the result.